trained in a dungeon type gym. In my terms, it would be labeled as a shithole. Rusty weights and very dusty and whatever. But that's where he trained because he loved to train.
Yeah, so that place the trip. I mean, I was from California. We got the ocean breeze coming in through Golden Venice, and I wasn't accustomed to all the heat, 100-some degrees in the gym. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. It's hot as hell in there.
I graduated from the academy, and they cut you loose on the streets. One of the guys saw me on one of the calls, like, man, you pretty big guy, where you work out at? I told him, man, I work out at the station, where it's free. He said, you ought to come over to Metroflex, the gym I work at. I'm like, okay. So I go with Metroflex, and Brian is there.
Well, my name is Brian Dobson. I'm the owner and operator of Metroflex Gym. We're here in Arlington, Texas.
Brian took me under his wing and taught me all the poses and stuff, and then he would go over, like diet and stuff, and tell me what I need to eat.
Brian Dobson, I'm the owner of Metroflex Gym. Been here since 1987. I mean, we get new equipment here and there, but pretty much stays the same, man. We believe in the old school ways. Our training methods here are hard. I mean, we get criticized a lot for that. As soon as he walked in, I knew who it was. He had the red sweatshirt on, and you could see the veins, like, bulging through this thing, And of course, I was used to being around champion bodybuilders, but I don't think I'd ever seen that yet. The thing that separated him, of course, is just his work ethic from the very start has been supreme. He was never one of them guys you had to push.
Brian is the guy that got me into bodybuilding about 7, 8 years ago. A friend of mine brought me to this gym. Brian was the guy that told me I needed to be bodybuilding. But at the time, I just started working for the police department and I didn't want to do it. Brian was insistent upon me bodybuilding, told me that I could do good in the sport. Finally told me that he'd give me a free membership, and I said, oh, what the heck. Not only, was he there teaching me how to pose and how to diet, but he also gave me a lot of confidence by backing me up 100%, telling me that I could make it in this sport. He's a top amateur bodybuilder around here in the Metroplex. As a matter of fact, he's doing a contest today, and then 9 times out of 10, he'll win that show. And Brian has been bodybuilding for about 20 years, so he has all the expertise, and he knows what it takes to be a professional bodybuilder. Because I'm one. And he wanted to get me where I am today.
Yeah, come on. Fight. Yeah.
My first show, I went in, won first. And overall, and I'm like, whoa, I can probably be pretty good at this. When I was in high school, the gym I worked out was like Metroflex. When I was in college, the gym I worked out at was like Metroflex. So I got accustomed to working out at a gym that had no AC, the dirt on the floor, there was no carpet. And I kind of like fell in love with that type of gym. You get used to a certain thing, you just don't want to change. So that's kind of like what's worked for you your whole life. And you fall in love with it, and that's what you want to do. And that's what Metroflex is. That's what it's been for me all my life. Yeah, it's what I'm accustomed to doing, and it's what made me successful. So, like they say, if it ain't broke, then you ain't got nothing to fix there.
I knew he could be Mr. Olympia one day. There's no man who trains harder anywhere. I truly believe that if Ronnie put his mind to it, he could set the all-time record in powerlifting, and not only be the greatest bodybuilder of all time, but the greatest powerlifter of all time also. I think Ronnie could be Mr. Olympia until he's 45, 50 years old if he wanted to be.
This is 2000, I'm still here. I've been here for almost 11, 12 years. Been the happiest times of my life, and I kind of like hope Brian's been kind of happy with me being here.
Yeah.
Me, Brian is kind of like, you know, an angel to me because, you know, I've been working out now for about 25 years. And when I first walked in that door, Brian had told me I could be a world champ. And he stuck by his belief and his feeling toward me. It's kind of like we got a bond here. So I think we kind of like a family. I didn't do this thing all by myself. I had some help. Right here, my angel, Brian Dobson.